Communities in North Queensland are being warned to brace for heavy rain, severe storms and potential flooding in the days ahead. Extensive flood watches are in place across the state's northwest and the northeast tropical coast. The Bureau of Meteorology says it's expecting the flood situation to worsen in the coming days.
Over the next sort of 5 to 7 days, we are expected to see some very high rainfall totals across northwestern Queensland. So areas including Mount Isa, Julia Creek and Richmond could see upwards of 500 millimetres of rainfall over the next week, and that will pose quite a concern for travellers as well as agriculture and livestock through that part of the state. So very much we are in the wet season, reminding Queenslanders and travellers to keep an eye on the latest flood warnings, because we are expecting to see more and more of these warnings issued over the next few days.
Peta Macrae is the Mayor of Mount Isa. She says the community is prepared for the heavier rains.
Everyone in Mount Isa is just watching and waiting to see what happens. We're expecting our heaviest rain to be from tomorrow until Tuesday, but our community is, really well prepared, and we are quite used to happening. This is cyclic for us. So, we have been cut off before it, and, we're expecting to be cut off for a short period of time.
There are extensive flood watches in place. What can you tell us about the areas around where you are that may be affected?
Oh, look, our main concern, as your guest earlier said, is for travellers. We're just hoping that people make sensible decisions, they're patient, people that don't really know the area, don't understand that, roads open and close periodically, so they might be stranded at a small place for a period of time. So we're just asking that they check with the BOM site and the Queensland Traffic Management site, just to make sure that where they're heading, the roads are open. And if you don't necessarily need to come out to these parts at the moment, I would save it until the weather's more predictable.
Potentially wait a few days. How are locals preparing at the moment?
Oh, look, it's business as usual here in Mount Isa. Everyone's having a wonderful Christmas break. We've got our retailers on our disaster management group, and we meet regularly throughout the year. And, our main concern is just keeping supplies in town. But as I said, we get cut off every year and we work with them really well. So I don't think we're going to get anything that we haven't seen before. So, our community is just enjoying this cooler weather.
And what impact is this expected to have on farmers in the region?
Yeah, I've spoken to the president of AgForce this morning, and he assures me that, they're hoping that we won't have the same situation as 2019, where the cattle were in a bit of a poorer condition because they'd come off several years of drought. Apparently, the cattle are in good condition. Stock numbers are a little bit lower, so we're not expecting the same situation. Well, we're praying that we don't have the same situation.